Hi guys, welcome to another video. We are now seeing relaxation coming and quantitative easing happening in central banks around the world. And now United Nations have asked all the banks to ease on the interest rate hikes because they are pushing them into a big recession. SEC charges Kim Kardashian, one of the famous influencers in the industry, $1.25 million for promoting crypto Ethereum Max, and she backed in a $250,000 profit from that. The story was shared on her Instagram, and then she became part of a Ponzi scheme. Banks around the world are facing a crunch time, and this crunch time could lead into defaults happening just like the Lehman Brothers back in the days. And this is worrying a lot of companies around the world because if the banks, credit banks especially, go down, hedge funds, investment companies, everything is going to see a domino effect, and well, the worst will be here. So we hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. But the stocks keep falling down, went down another 10% yesterday. Hopefully things do get under control, but for now it doesn't look like. So let's jump into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and see what's happening in the crypto market. First thing first, let's look into DXY's chart on the daily time frame. So DXY wicked all the way into the highs of 114.784, and then we saw a quick correction happening, and now we are trading just at these ranges at about 111. So we would expect a retest of this zone at 110.786, and then probably hope for a downside. But looking at the conditions with the banks defaulting and United Nations releasing a statement for the Federal Reserves around the world to ease on the interest rate hikes, that all suggests that probably we're going to bounce somewhere from 110 range upwards. But obviously I would like to see a retest at 109. Let's move into USDT's dominance. So on the USDT's dominance, we're regularly creating higher highs and higher lows. The previous high was in the range of 7.83, and now we are experiencing a low formation just about at these points at 7.33. So we would expect this to be pretty sideways depending on how Bitcoin and Ethereum moves this week. September is finished. The most bearish month for us has ended. Now October is usually October, so hopefully we would see this coming down back into the support box or even breaking lower like we have done previously, and expecting a big bullish upside on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's move into the Bitcoin's 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we are forming a bearish divergence right now. We can see on the RSI an upward line, while we can see on the candlestick patterns a downward line. We are facing resistance heavily from this zone of $19,706. We would expect a push upwards to at least test $20,500. The targets that I shared last week remain the same. If we look into MACD, it's still green, so looking good right there. Let's move into the BTC's daily time frames. So on the daily time frames, we are forming a bearish divergence similar to what we've seen on the 4 hours, while the candlestick patterns are downwards and the RSI is moving upwards. If we look into the MACD is green, which is a good sign. So hopefully there'll be a push up higher before the divergence plays out. If we look into upper BB right now, it's at $23,293. Our 50 MA is at 20,200 and $25, while our lower BB is at $17,158. If we do dump into this range, then likely we're gonna be forming a new low. Let's move on to weekly charts. On the weekly chart, we are trading below the 200 moving average, which is at $23,551. We are having a retest right now of 2017 highs, which is at $19,891, just trading about $200 just below that. If we look into the divergence on the weekly, we are forming a bullish divergence. If we look into the candlesticks, they are going downwards, while if we look into the RSI, it is going upwards. MACD is converging, it's green, so things are looking good for now. Overall, weekly divergences take a longer time, take a few weeks to play out, so gotta be very careful here and hope that we have that healthy retest of $20,500 to $22,000 to $23,000. Let's move to Ethereum's 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we are forming a bearish divergence. The candlestick pattern is heading downwards, while the RSI is heading upwards. If we look here, we are just facing resistance and trying to turn support our 50 moving average, which is at $1,322. Overall, Ethereum looks better compared to what we are seeing on BTC. If we look into MACD right now, it's green, so we could expect a push upside at least into the levels of $1,350 and then likely coming into $1,400. Let's move into Ethereum's daily time frames. So if you look into the daily time frames, our upper BB and the 200 moving average is just about the same point, which is at $1,937, while our 50 MA is $1,516, and the lower BB right now is at $1,095. We are forming a bearish divergence. Candlestick patterns are downwards while the RSI is heading upwards. So this is a clear bearish divergence here going to be playing out. Have to be very careful with that. If you look into MACD right now, MACD is still green, so we could expect a push upwards at least into this range just below here, $1,400 to $1,500, and likely coming into $1,600. Let's move into Ethereum's weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, we are testing the 2018 highs, which is at $1,420. We are trading just above and in the 200 moving average at $1,296. We are forming a divergence on the weekly, similar to what we've seen on BTC. While the candlestick pattern is heading downwards, the RSI is slightly upward and in a single direction, just sideways, which is a hidden bullish divergence. Let's move into fear and greed index. So we're still at extreme fear levels of 20. Yesterday we were at 24. So just been in a similar range of about 20s, not having any breakdown yet from these 20 levels. Let's look into crypto bubbles. So a lot of coins have pumped on this upside from about $1,900 to $19,600 to $19,700. Matic is above 5.2% on the daily time frames from 0.767 to 814. If you remember, about 90 cents was my target in last week video. If we look into Atom is up also up about 5.3% from 12.9 cents to about 12, nearly about $13. So that is also a very good upside. Maker is up about 9.6%. Root is up about 8.1% from 1.50 to about 1.64. So looking very good. A lot of coins have appreciated on this pump from Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is a very, very good sign. So overall, if you have taken especially Matic and XRP, you got to watch out on the trades that I shared that you might be in for profit taking zones very soon. Let's look into longs versus shorts on exchanges. So this is 1 hour time frames. We have about Binance, almost even Stevens 54 to 45%. When we look into Bitfinex, it's about 65.14% is short traders. Also on Kraken, 59.16% are short traders, and Bitmax 56.58% are short traders. So there are more short traders in the market right now in the 1 hour time frames. Could change, obviously these are 1 hour time frames, they will change very fast within each passing hour, so have to be very careful. While the market is heading upwards, more short positions are opening right now. As promised, I wanted to share with you guys FIFA Collect, which is built on Algo blockchain, so you can collect rare highlights and goals and events from different FIFA World Cups. That could be an old video, a vintage one, could be a new one of the latest, the one that just passed before. So you have to choose which one you really want to get into. So you have to get into the Genesis drop. It's about $5, and in that $5 you're gonna be getting 3 in one pack, and obviously some of them are going to be having different rates compared to the other ones. So overall you got to find some common, some rare, some epics. There's going to be some iconic ones. So if you do get the iconic ones, just like the one here from FIFA Women's World Cup in 2015, and obviously there's one from Ronaldo that is back in 2002 against Korea, that's iconic too. So if you get any of those, then definitely you're in for a treat. So how this exactly works is you have to have a full collection of yours. I've already got 9 out of 39. You have to get at least 39, fill all the rarities. For example, common you need 18, you need about 13. For rare you need about 6 for epic ones, and obviously 2 for the iconic ones. So if you complete the all your sets, then likely you're going to be winning something called R9, and that would be a massive breakthrough for you here. Like that's where you would believe and see that you have accomplished getting all the top FIFA Collect NFTs. So that's going to be very important. You can buy them with your debit or credit card. They'll still be minted on the Algo blockchain, or you could buy them in USDC, but they have to be on the Algo blockchain. So just make sure to do that. And if you are a football fan, this is a great opportunity for you to collect these moments, highlights, special moments in the FIFA World Cup to have them as your NFTs. Tradings are going to be starting from 14th October. For now, you can only get the Genesis drop. Credit Suisse is not the only bank suffering right now. There's a lot of other banks too that are facing this crunch time. So that's why I said in the beginning of this video that a ripple effect, a domino effect is likely if Credit Suisse defaults. So you have to be watching out exactly what happening, because if you do remember 2008 Lehman Brothers, well, that is something that you can learn from, and make sure not to ape in peak or high leverage trades, because this is exactly not the time to do that. Try to DCA into your spot wallet. It's time to bring in more BTC in your spot bags. Because of the inflation, you're going to be protected, because if you have the same money in your bank accounts, you're definitely going to be suffering because the inflation is really high. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Going to be back in here soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye.